That should be enough time. Hello, good evening, everybody. It's On the Stick After Dark, new funky mode. My name is Joe Drilling. Funkier than ever. And with me is Mr. Mike Ailes, as you just heard.
Hi there.
And Mr. Eric Allen.
Listening to that Thundercat album from 2017 right now. Pretty funky in here.
It's funky. So should I...
Some Mega Brain next.
So, funky mode apparently is easy mode, so I'm actually not going to play in funky mode, I don't think.
Can you play in funky ASMR mode?
Better not funky enough.
Yeah, I mean...
There's a he the ape that's going to get you through this scrape.
His name is Kong, and he is funky. Let's see here. Choose your controls, if he must.
Apparently there's a restaurant in Rochester called Funk and Waffles.
That doesn't sound like a good place to go.
No. Or maybe it sounds like the best place to go.
Yeah, I mean...
It actually seems like that might be a chain of restaurants.
Funk and
there
Waffles?
might be 3 of them, a couple in Syracuse as well. Funk and Waffles. Get it?
I have no reason not to believe that.
Funky flavors. This one looks like barf.
Bar flavored?
Falafel waffle.
That seems weird. I'm not sure that I'm into a falafel waffle.
Jive turkey stuffing waffle with smoked turkey, garlic, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, and gravy. Bootsy brunch. Okay, I like what's going on here. Bacon, buttermilk with 2 eggs and cheddar cheese, so it's a waffle.
We're gonna stop reading the
All shook up, bacon stuffed buttermilk and bananas with honey and peanut butter.
That sounds good.
That's a little too much.
No, that sounds alright to me.
Chicken and waffles, buttermilk waffle with a half dozen chicken wings on top of it.
Sure.
That doesn't really seem. This one's just called Need Title because whoever is working on this website just got a little lazy. Crisco waffle.
waffle.
Yeah. Bacon, brie, and basil tip with a tomato marmalade. Looks like a chicken salad. Mackinac, spinach and mozzarella stuffed waffle with a side of smoked turkey.
I'm not sure that that's a thing that I need in my life.
Anyway. It was featured on diners, drive-ins, and dives. I can peep the episode here if I click this link. Let's peep this episode.
Man, I really hope that every stage in this game is not an ice level.
Yeah,
because
well,
of...
it is, because it's called Tropical Freeze.
Right. Well, but it's tropical.
But it's frozen, like Crisis 2.
And the end of Crisis 1.
Yeah, and the end of Crisis 1, that's true. That was what the aliens' evil plan was, just to show up and freeze the Earth.
That's right. It's TRY, sis.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Because everybody's sad? Yeah.
So Joe, is this the new funky mode? Do you have a new funky mode? Is that why it's...
Yes.
related to the topic of
Yeah,
this?
well, obviously. I have a new funky mode that is slightly different from my old funky mode.
Joe gives you
I'm only familiar with the old funky modes you have.
Well, I mean, come visit.
The old funky mode was too funky.
That's right.
Joe's the calm that gives you a ride home from the airport.
Could you chew some gum really loudly into your microphone? We appreciate it.
No. If you came here for ASMR streams, I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. Okay, can I? Okay, I can use the D-pad.
So what do you think so far?
I mean, for the 5 seconds I've actually been controlling Donkey
You have
Kong.
to shake anything?
No, I don't have to shake anything.
No, I don't think so.
It was a Wii U game to start with, so it probably
Yeah.
shaking it up.
If this game was more reasonably priced, I probably would pick it up and play through it, but
Yeah.
$50 is a little bit too much to ask for a 5-year-old new game.
Was it really 5 years ago?
No, it was more like 4 years ago, 2014 maybe.
It was a January launch. Or that launch.
Yeah, February 2014. So it is. Yeah, it's 4 years old.
Huh.
That's what I mean. That still seems like a little bit high, right?
Oh yeah, no, I don't deny that it's high. I just I got it on
That's
rental.
why it's so funky.
I
Yeah.
don't know. No, come back, Grasshopper. I want to bounce off of you and get that thing.
I don't know. Whatever. You know what? Get your money, Nintendo. Nobody owned a Wii U, so I guess get paid. But
Yeah,
it's
I
too
don't.
much-
I
it's too
really.
much for me to buy it, but you know, if they can charge that and people pay for it, then fuck it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I really don't get is people being like, I can't believe why do they keep making these Wii U ports? And it's like, dude, because nobody owned a Wii U. Like, this is not hard. The math on this is really fucking easy.
Yeah, I think that I don't have a problem with it, and like I said, Nintendo should charge what they want, but I'm not gonna pay $60 for a full-year port of the game. It's just ain't gonna happen.
Kind of the problem that they have is that nobody bought Wii U games. So it's great to port them. I think it's a wonderful idea, but we've been trained by games for the last 20 years to not pay full price for games for
Right. Or really, it really is almost foolish to pay full price for something that came out this week.
But the exception, the weird exception to that is Nintendo
The price
games.
will drop a little bit.
Right. But the problem is because the prices never drop, okay, I know that I can't wait for the sale, but it also just discourages me from buying anything but the ones that I'm like the most excited for.
Well, that's why I got it on a rental. I mean, that's, you know. Yeah, I've had a game. I looked not that long ago, and I have had a GameFly account now for like, I don't know, man, a long time. I lived with my parents when I started my GameFly account. Let's put it that way. So Diddy has a jetpack. That helps. That,
How many games have you bought for this money that it cost?
This game would be better if you replaced Diddy Kong with Dixie Kong.
would it?
Yep.
I think she's in it. She's also in it. So
Okay. That's good.
What if we replace both of them with Cranky Kong?
Fuck that. Fuck Cranky Kong.
What if I told you Cranky
New
Kong
Cranky
was
mode.
DuckTales?
What if you replaced all of them with Funky Kong?
Or what if you had Funky Kong? and
What if you just had a
Knuckles?
divorce and you met Funky Kong for dinner?
Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Funky Kong and Knuckles.
Yeah, okay, yep. Two
Sold.
great tastes that taste great together.
oh no, I murdered Diddy Kong. Sorry, Diddy Kong.
Funky Kong. Except that racing game's pretty good.
I'll say, what do you got against Diddy Kong? What did Diddy Kong ever do to you, man?
I don't know, it just kind of sucks. So what's going on with everybody? Anything?
You know, playing.
Mike finished his Hollow Knight speedrun.
Yeah.
You did finish it.
I have to might have started another one.
Oh, really? Did you get the thing? Whatever the thing was?
So I got a thing, because there's an achievement for finishing in less than 10 hours, but there's another achievement for finishing in less than 5 hours, and my brain locked into like 6.5. I don't think it would be very hard to get that down to 5. Getting it down to like world record range, you know, like sub 1 hour would require running a bunch of weird tricks and glitches.
Like you do.
Also, would require being able to beat some pretty hard bosses with shitty equipment. But man, that Hollow Knight.
Yeah, you fucked him up. You were like, I'm just gonna try this once just to see, and then you just fucking worked
I
it.
don't think I'm gonna be able to get that O without Diddy Kong. This is some nonsense. See, this is why Diddy Kong is good. You're saying fuck Diddy Kong, but
Yeah, well,
be able to
fuck,
get
I
that
mean,
O
If
with-
you could play as Dixie Kong, fuck Dixie Kong. You know what I'm saying? Like, having a partner is better than having nobody. But
Right now, I'm trying to make some more cave story gifts. And I went through this whole process and learned how to do it. And I forgot.
to make any gifts or to make cave story gifts specifically.
hard to make an animated GIF that looks good.
It's true.
Oh no.
It's because of the limited color space.
Well, actually, I find the motion is the hardest thing to get. You get nice smooth FPS.
Damn.
Got some pretty big file sizes.
They do actually. I've got like some 2-second ones that are like 20 megs.
Yeah.
Seems like you can just upload kind of any GIF you want to Imgur and just go for it. That's what I've been doing.
So Mike, are you all into this like fighting game with Cave Story? Cave Story characters?
Well, it's like Smash Brothers, right? That
I
kind of
don't
thing.
I don't think it plays like Smash Brothers. Maybe it does.
Isn't it like some fighting game where you're always jumping or something?
That seems weird.
I haven't seen any gameplay at least. No, I don't know. I'm not super excited about it. It's got a whole bunch of things.
Well, it's like the Nicalis fighting game, right? That's
It's
the
all original IPs by Nicalis. That's the developments.
I thought that was how it's pronounced. Could be wrong.
Games by Nicholas.
I don't know. Those guys seem kind of weird. It's kind of hard to tell if they're maybe certainly a lot of people don't like them. Kind of scummy their
Yeah, I feel like I've heard that about some. I don't know. Hey, there's a bunch of pigs down here. What up, pigs? Oh man, pigs are hooking me up with bananas.
Does this game feel like one of the old Donkey Kong Country games?
No, it feels better than that.
Yeah. I don't like those games very much.
That's because they're not very good, Mike.
Donkey Kong Country 2 is a fine video game.
Yes, I tried it on my.
Yeah, Eric just played a whole bunch of them the other day.
Yeah.
Or the other week, I should say. Inspired by Jeff Gersman's run through all of the arcade Donkey Kongs, I think, Eric.
Yeah, one's like a C+,
Through.
plus, and 2 is like a second tier Super Nintendo game, and 3 is pretty not good.
But 3 is the one where you play as Dixie Kong, and you're.
And the stupid baby, and then there's all that stuff on the overworld map, which sucks.
I never even any real time to do the first one. Back when, I didn't have much better to do with my time.
Yeah, I don't know. Those,
Oh, you have to hold the button to like hold a dude and throw him, and that like kind of weird. Like I'm not. I don't know.
One tap to pick him up and one tap to throw.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to say that is how the old Donkey Kong Country games worked. You had to hold the button down until you were ready to throw.
Yeah, well, because then you can like run into walls and stuff. Try and find secrets. Yay!
That spell.
I believe the Kong, if I remember, if it's the same as Donkey Kong Country Returns, the Kong is important, but
The puzzle pieces are not.
the puzzle pieces aren't that important.
Well, I missed one of the letters because I needed Diddy Kong and I didn't have him.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, it
now
is-
you're not going to get all the bonus levels here.
Yep, I got a puzzle piece though.
Fucked up, man.
One of my coworkers is playing this with his wife and said that they're really enjoying going through it. So
Yeah, like I said, Donkey Kong Country Returns had some really cool stuff in it.
and Anthony said he gave up on it after the third stage.
Oh, really?
That's what he
Say
said.
why?
It seemed like he just didn't like shaking the controller.
No, that's fair. Honestly, you could set that to a button, but maybe not. I don't know, they never really bothered me because, yeah, I don't remember.
I mean, like Twilight Princess had that, and Mario Galaxy had that, and I don't know. It's fine. It doesn't bother me unless it's like requires me to do it with some degree of precision. I don't really care. But if it's like shake in this direction, like, you know, to do a thing, and if you shake in the wrong direction, it doesn't work right, and blah blah blah. Like, then I'm not really into that. I missed 4 of the puzzle pieces too, so.
Stink, man.
I guess so. Terrible.
So what about that new retro rumor?
Which one? That they're working. Well, they're doing.
Star Fox Racing. is
Oh, that's
the
them,
game.
right? No, that's
sorry?
supposed to be them.
Apparently, there's a rumor going around that the game Retro has been working on for like 3 years is a Star Fox Racing game.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Except we know they've been working on Metroid Prime 4 as well. I don't know. Whatever.
It's not Retro.
You know,
Somebody
I don't
else
have
is
a problem
doing
with this,
Oh,
right?
somebody else is doing that.
Nintendo
Well-
doesn't seem to know how to make a good Star Fox game anymore, so they might as well go crazy with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was weird because somebody like a dude that another YouTube personality on Twitter was saying like, oh, Star Fox is like where Nintendo does their experimentation, and I was like, isn't Kirby where Nintendo does their
Yeah.
experimentation?
What?
Star Fox is like always
Star Fox?
right.
Exactly.
That's what I was saying. Because I was like, they're all
Also,
except for
most of the
Dinosaur
Star Fox
Planet.
games are bad.
They're
Like, how bad
all.
can we make a game?
That's a hell of an experiment, friend. 1.5.
64 is good.
I was gonna say
Star Fox is pretty good. It was pretty cool at the time. But
it was pretty cool at the time, but
It was fun despite being shitty. Even back then, I thought it was a lot of good kind of thing. But it was still kind of fun to still go through the levels and find out.
I don't know. I never
Yeah.
played that new one, but
It
I
runs
don't
at,
know-
like,
I don't
3
know if
frames
anybody
per
knows
second.
that game,
So it had like I
I
like
don't
the
want
first
to see any
stage.
Star Fox games in 2018.
There's Dixie Kong. Are you happy now, Eric?
Yeah, I am happy actually.
Okay, good.
Is Diddy gone?
He's gone, and Dixie took his place.
Hey man, did he go?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's weird. Like as many people have commented, like it's weird to make a Star Fox racing game that isn't F-Zero.
Well,
Like-
that's the thing that throws me off, is there is a character that is just Fox McCloud.
That is Fox,
and
yeah.
F-Zero.
Yeah, right, exactly. But as Mike said, you know, Star Fox hasn't been good in a while. Yeah, in a while, maybe, you know, almost ever.
It was Nintendo from like
I mean, I
4
guess
years
they can
ago.
make a bad
Whoops.
Star Fox racing game just as easily as they can make a bad Star Fox platformer, right?
It's
They
true.
made Star Fox Yard.
I'd play Star Fox Yarn. I don't really get why they don't make, like, I don't know. I was playing Colony Wars last week on the stream, Colony Wars 3, and I really don't get why nobody makes that style of game that much anymore. Like, the sort of free-roaming space shooter, like, you know, Star Fox 60, like half of Star Fox 64's levels. I don't know why people don't make those kind of games anymore. And Star Fox Zero was, yeah, a pretty hefty disappointment. Like, the first stage, I was like, okay, I'm kind of into this. And then it goes to shit real fast. Yeah, I just don't, I don't know. I don't,
They want to cash in on Star Fox. The best thing to do would just be make a multiplayer mode in 64 and make it like a $15 downloadable game, and people play the shit out of that.
yeah, I mean, I would say I would, with like, I would pay for a downloadable Star Fox that was multiplayer only with like some new maps.
Yes, exactly.
You know what? I can't think of a Star Fox anything that I would pay
No, not if we all had, like, if there was a new multiplayer Star
Okay.
Fox that was like
for.
64
I'll
with
pass
the.
on that, I think. I'm okay.
Well, okay then.
I'm still thinking about your own Star Fox now.
Did you say you're still thinking about urine
We
Star
have to find
Fox?
some other like crafty thing to make it out of, because Kirby is yarn and Yoshi is
Star Fox Papercraft. There you go, because it's like rare plane.
No, Papercraft is a good. I like that. I like Star Fox Papercraft. That's pretty fantastic. You should get Reggie on the phone.
Yep. I mean, I'm going back to work for him soon, so pick up the Reggie phone.
Yeah, you mentioned
Reggie,
that.
hear me out. They would have to keep puppets for the cutscenes, though.
Yes,
Original puppets.
I'm sold on this plan. I like everything about this. So, like, I'm clearly supposed to be doing something with this bag of ice crystals, but I can't figure out what that thing is. Maybe I'm supposed to throw a guy into it.
Just move on with your life.
Nope, I did it. Figured it out. If all else fails, throw a guy into it.
It's a Donkey Kong Country game, so
So if all else fails, throw a guy into it.
yeah.
Oh no, Dixie Kong. Bye, Dixie
Motherfucker.
Kong.
Yeah, I haven't played anything.
Yeah, I got Dixie Kong back.
Except for
No,
occasional
you.
Overwatch match, so.
Yeah.
I wound up playing Spelunky again because of E3 excitement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Spelunky 2 is a thing, right? Well, we already knew that, right? We knew that.
Yeah,
but...
we knew that. They haven't actually shown anything.
Right.
I feel like they're gonna actually show something at E3. Probably gonna be shown at Microsoft, but I don't know. This Microsoft is nothing.
What about Crackdown 3 starring Terry Crews?
I guess I completely forgot about that.
So they basically have nothing.
Yeah.
I
Sony's gonna be Spider-Man.
I mean-
Spider-Man.
supposedly didn't they say that like they know what people didn't like about Crackdown 2 and so they're like fixing that supposedly?
I don't know.
I feel like at some point that was acknowledged, like, yeah, we get it.
I mean, like, will the next Halo, the next Gears game, probably? It seems kind of like they would.
Would they do another Gears game?
I don't know what kind of numbers.
Why wouldn't they do another Gears game?
Hello, they would probably do.
Gears 4 was really good. The Great
It's
Horde
so-
mode,
Did
the
it sell well,
multiplayer
though?
was quite good. Yeah, I mean, it sold probably not as many as Gears 3, but I bet
Well,
it's
is that also because the install base of the Xbox One is not what the install
Well,
base
yeah,
of
but
the
it was also
360
on
was? Yeah, I suppose.
So, I mean, that's how I bought it.
Right. Does Kurt have it on PC or 360 or Xbox One? Does there crossplay? Maybe it doesn't matter because there's crossplay. I don't know.
What's that? Gears 4? Yeah,
Gears
Kurt
4.
played it on Xbox One. I played it on.
Gears of War 5 will pick up your entire hard drive.
Yeah, it's like 120 gigabytes or something for Gears 4 at this point, because all the DLC and stuff was free. It was a huge.
Oh, that was nice of them.
first place. But, yeah, I mean, there are loot boxes in the game that give you cosmetic stuff, and that's really that's the kind of stuff they're going to sell you. Also, there are loot boxes in Horde mode, which is a little weird. But actually, like, they rebalance that stuff, and the character progression in Horde mode, I think, is actually pretty cool. And once you get leveled up a little bit, like, you can be a shotgun guy that's basically invincible, or you can be a there's a bunch of different fun things you can do with the way the loadout system in the game works.
Okay. Well, we're going to be playing that on stream soon, next week, the week after, so I'm interested.
This is
Yeah.
the year Kickstarter for Gears of War Battle Royale.
Would Gears work as a battle royale? Maybe it would. I don't know.
Almost certainly not, because there's no like vertical component to.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
the way Gears
Yeah, that's
plays.
right.
Does
That's
any
right.
game really work as a battle?
Well, given how much you guys played PUBG and how everybody in
Well,
the
that
universe is playing Fortnite,
Well,
yes,
being more
something
like
does.
forcing Some other game to
Oh,
be-
I don't. I mean, Muso, that would work maybe. Hey, it's Funky Kong.
Drop 100 Lubus onto an island.
New Funky mode.
Well, also Gears 4 ended on kind of a cliffhanger, so
Yeah.
So it's basically just going to be sequels for them.
I mean,
And
I don't know. You never know, right? Like, you never know how many. Because it's like, oh, it's going to be sequels until they're like, oh, we got this brand new thing you didn't know about.
I almost bought an Xbox last year until they said that Dragon Ball was going to be on everything.
Right.
Because they announced it at the Xbox conference. It was like, oh my god, they finally got me. It's like, no, you can just buy it on PC.
Yeah, that's the thing that I find weird about Microsoft's like current strategy is they're like, we're gonna put everything out on Windows, and I'm like, oh, okay, then I'm never gonna buy an Xbox One
On Windows, it's
because
just like a lot
Right,
of
well-
shit they announced was multi-platform.
well, that's the idea is that they'd rather sell you the software.
I
They'd rather
suppose.
sell you something
Xbox One,
than nothing.
I mean, I guess.
right?
I know Nintendo said that they're just focusing on Smash Brothers.
No, I thought they said they're focusing on things coming out in 2018. I don't think
Yeah,
they specifically
but they
said
also
Smash
said, like,
Brothers.
the booth and stuff is going to be mostly Smash Brothers.
I don't give a shit about the booth. I'm not going to E3. I can give a fuck what's at the booth. I'm not going to be there.
If the booth is going to be all Smash Brothers, there's probably not going to be much else that they announce at the Direct.
Oh, I bet they will. I bet they will. No, I bet
Like,
there's
they'll
at least
show,
one.
Like Yoshi, they'll show Metroid, but maybe there'll be like a surprise or two. There's going to be like 100% Smash.
I was gonna say, I bet that there's going to be a surprise, unless now we're gonna say like Star Fox Racing won't be a surprise if it's unveiled because it got leaked or whatever. But there's always some level of surprise with Nintendo. They're not gonna go like totally predictable. Whether it'll be a surprise I care, like they might unveil the new Pokemon. Hey, it's Donkey Kong Jr.
They might say something about it, but I mean, this is one thing that I learned from working for Nintendo is Game Freak and Pokemon are their own thing, and they like to do their own thing.
Yeah, but they always announce the
Yeah,
new
they
games at a
announce it, but
direct.
You're not gonna. All you'll get is like a title and maybe like a 5-second trailer, but you won't get any actual information until
Damn it.
September for Pokemon, because that's usually when Game Freak does their thing.
Sure,
Yeah.
but the weird thing about Nintendo is that like we already know, right? Like it's like if they announce a Mario Kart 9 or they announce whatever, like, you know, Zelda the next thing, like we already know that shit's coming because that's all that shit is coming because it's always coming. So like
Yeah.
there's not really any level of surprise there. Like the surprises come when it's like if we didn't know, if the Star Fox Racing thing hadn't been leaked and it turns out to be true and they're like Star Fox Racing, we'd all be like, holy shit, you know. But the main stuff, Zelda, Mario, Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, Mario Party, blah blah blah, like we know that shit's coming. Dude, I would be fucking on board if they made a new Wario Land game.
Is it good?
Well, I said if. Well, yeah, I mean, presumably. I wouldn't want a shitty one.
Anyway,
If
it
they
looks
were
like
making
Gears 4 sold somewhere between 3.5 and 6 million copies, so
So,
That's,
that's
mean,
more than enough to justify them making more.
I was gonna say, unless it.
Especially considering, as we were saying, how few Xboxes were in the wild when it came out. Whatever. What else is Microsoft gonna do? Also, by 2019, I will be ready to play, say, between 60 and 100 hours of Gears multiplayer again.
Will ya? Will ya now?
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. There was nothing else like it. And I had a lot of fun playing 4.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I didn't. I mean, I honestly didn't play any of those games really until
Yeah, we played. Like
we
5
played
hours of
a bunch of hard mode for Extra Life.
pretty good, right?
Yeah, well, you and I played Judgment
Yeah.
at PAX one year, and I was sort of like, I mean, I was also totally fucking sleep deprived, you know, by that point in the.
That game's not that
Okay, so Cranky apparently can jump on spikes and like not like if you.
good. Like pogo.
Yeah, he pogos on.
He's Scrooge McDuck.
He's Scrooge McDuck.
But yeah, I haven't touched my Switch since I played Celeste like 4.5 months ago.
Has Switch Celeste came out that long ago?
Yeah, in January.
Jeez.
I played so much Celeste that I made friends with them.
Yeah.
You could just play more Celeste. That's a good ass game.
I'll wait until I get it on a system that has a decent D-pad. I think I'm good on the Switch D-pad front for now.
I tell you, man. People told me not to buy a Pro controller because it was so expensive.
Well, I'm not gonna buy a Pro controller because I'm never gonna play my Switch hooked up to anything.
Well, they're supposed to release
that's fair.
that,
That Hori, the Hori
that comes out
D-pad.
in June or July, I think, this year.
But
That's
I don't know.
It's
It was
basically
the D-pad would be like fine for something a little less intense than Celeste, but that game's pretty tough. So it was a little bit of a struggle.
You get everything there is to do in that game. So
Yeah, I mean it's a tough game, right?
it's a hell of a tough game, but the controller was the problem.
It was for me. Let me tell you about.
Well,
my
Mike, do you have
horrible
a
games.
Mike? Do you have a Pro controller, Mike?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I like the D-pad on the Switch.
Mike's calling you out.
It's fucking terrible, man. It's not a D-pad. It's just normal face buttons masquerading as a D-pad.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's garbage. I'm actually, part of me kind of wants to get one of those Hori Joy-Cons, but on the other hand, I unlike Eric, and diametrically opposed to Eric, I never play my Switch in handheld mode, ever. So I don't know that I would really get a lot out of it. Hori makes a good product, though. We'll say that. They're a fine group of people who make fine controllers.
Anyway, my larger point was mostly just that it's been a minute since anything interesting has come out on the Switch. Actually, that's not true. I played some Dragon Quest Builder around the same time as Celeste came out, so
Oh, did you like
it's
that?
probably only been like 3 months since I played it.
That Mario.
Much better, much better.
I got to choose one good game.
Yeah.
Builders and
Dragon Quest Builders was okay.
really good Stardew Valley and single player.
Trying to think
You
about
finished
what.
it, right, Coffee?
Stardew?
No, Dragon Quest Builders.
I did.
I had a real good like 15 to 20 hours of that game, but
I like
got to
the
the
first-
last little bit. It just was a little bit.
I like the first 2 chapters and hated the last 2 chapters.
Yeah, I don't know. The third one was real close. But
It
by
went
the time
on
I got to
too
the
long.
fourth one, yeah, like there's a point where it's like, all right, I did all this already. I don't need to like restart. The last one was.
I like the idea of the last one, but it was very boring.
Yeah.
And then I tried doing the free build, and sort of same
Ugh.
thing happens with like all free build games. Where I'm like, I don't know what to build.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got Wild Guns Reloaded because it came out as physical edition on the Switch. I like that, but it's a sort of very. I mean, if you like Wild Guns, if you like Cabal or Wild Guns, then you'll like it because it's very similar to the original Wild Guns. They added it displays in widescreen, which is pretty dope, and they added 2 characters. One of whom is a dog, which is neat.
Rarf?
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Uh-huh.
But
That's,
what is the dog's name? Now I'm trying to remember.
I told you it's Rarf.
It's definitely not Rarf.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Rarf, actually.
I'm pretty sure it's Rarf, yeah.
Or
Actually, you know what game I kind of wanted to play on Switch was that re-release of crap. The Wonder Kid
Monster World.
Monster World.
Oh yeah, I have that on. I had a physical copy of that on Switch too. I like that. It looks really good, and it plays
Oh,
very
yeah,
similarly to
that
the
was
original.
pretty
Like
good.
they changed almost nothing about the gameplay from the original. Yeah,
This game looks kind of good.
yeah. I'm not a huge Mario Tennis fan, but this one looks pretty decent. Like I'll probably get it from GameFly. See, Mike, this is what I'm saying about GameFly. Like, yeah, how many games could I have bought for what I paid like fewer than I rented is the answer.
Fair, although I have like 600 standing, and like a third of them, so I don't even need to do that.
Happens to be a weekly game card.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, Redbox. Oh, do you have Redbox up there, Mike, or no?
No.
I totally ducked. That's some horse shit. Because Redbox has game rentals too, but I feel like they're like, kind of expensive for like one day. I don't know.
Also, a one-day game rental is not TV.
Yeah, right. Right. That's the advantage of GameFly as well, is I can keep it as long as I feel like playing it. Which is both a blessing and a curse, because there have definitely been times that I will say, and it's nobody's fault but my own, so I can't blame GameFly as a service, but like I've definitely left games sitting on my desk for like a month without playing them. And then it's like, no, you're not really getting your money's worth at that point, but that's my own stupid fault. I only go with the 1 game per month plan now, because I realize the 2 games is just not worth it, and it's like $17 a month to have 1 game out at a time. Which, and I also like, they turn around pretty quickly because they track the shipments, so it's not like they have to wait to get it back to send you the next thing. So basically, yeah, once it hits like the first postal service checkpoint, they send out the next one. So, yeah, I really like having and also if you elect to keep a game, like you get it on a pretty steep discount, like from what a brand new copy would cost. And a lot of times, especially if it's a game that's brand new, like it's not even really a used copy because you were the first one to play it. But then you're still paying like, no, because they put them in an envelope and send them to you. So then they mail you, they mail you the book and the instructions, or the book and the case afterwards. But yeah, I don't know.
The re-release of SFT Strange Journey just came out on Switch.
On Switch or?
That was 3DS.
Was it a 3DS thing?
It's a
Yeah.
3DS thing.
Well, why is this list is worthless then?
Well, then this sucks.
This list is trash. What list is it?
I don't know. It's just it's on Nintendo's Game Store website of their games released by release date. But why isn't it on Switch too? What the fuck? What
It would cost money to do
Switch
that.
2 is not out yet.
Nailed it.
But seriously, what the fuck?
Take my wife, please.
The game's not very good.
They are desperate.
I never played it, but I wanted to try it.
Teach you some more Nintendo secrets from
Uh-huh.
inside. Nintendo is very afraid to say we're not supporting the 3DS anymore because
Like,
of very irate mothers.
It can come out on both things.
I know.
There is a
Also, that's
3DS
not a
game.
that kids are gonna
I
play.
think that's
So
trivial though. I think that's a lot of difference in the coding.
maybe.
There is a 3DS game coming out this summer that I am very excited about. I'll be totally honest. The WarioWare, whatever. WarioWare. Yeah, whatever it's called. Because WarioWare is dope, and the ones on Wii and Wii U were with the weird. Well, Wii was the one where you like other people made games, and like that was kind of weird. I wasn't super into that. Although the first one on Wii, I was into. Smooth Moves. That game was fun as hell.
Yeah.
Especially with
Honestly,
friends.
Actually, the hardest part of supporting 3DS games, the Switch, would be the fact that the Switch only has one screen.
Right. That I think that it depends on the game, right? Some games it would be hard and less hard, you know, for others.
Alex, you're here. How's your Hollow Knight playthrough going?
Good. I can go beat it, but it wouldn't be the good ending, so I'm like not gonna bother.
Oh, you should totally.
Yeah, it's worth it. You
It
can.
doesn't really cost you anything to do it now. You get like you see the crappy ending, you'll be motivated to keep going.
Okay. Well, right now I just.
It's significantly easier if you, or like, anyway, the part of the fight that you're gonna do will get easier if you keep going. So you should do it now while it's challenging to get a good feel for it.
Got it. I just found Quick Slash just now, so I'm trying that out. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna use it though.
No? What's your build right now?
What do I mostly use Mark of Pride is like the guy.
Cool.
That's the one. And then Quick Heal I think you just kind of need, but beyond that, I don't know. I kind of just rotate stuff in and out depending on what I'm doing.
Quick heal depends on which boss you're fighting. It's definitely necessary for some of the harder bosses. If you can get away with regular heal, that frees you up to
Yeah.
Quick Slash and Mark Pride, which is totally awesome.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I only used
Yeah.
the quick heal in boss fights. I didn't use it as a
Yeah,
walking
yeah, you don't really
because it's pretty easy to get. The movement is such that I didn't have a real hard time.
It is, but the thing is I never know where the boss fights are, so I'm like, I don't like taking it off, because it's like then just I get caught unaware, and it's like, oh, I'm in a boss room now. Well, so I don't know. That's been kind of like what's been working for me.
You try Mark Pride and Long Nail.
Yeah, that's what early on. That's what I was doing. Those are the only things I was running. But then I was like, you know what? Just Mark of Pride is good enough.
Mark of Pride is pretty good. I like the combination super long sword for the Coliseum fights.
That makes sense. I'm in that area now, but I haven't gotten to the Coliseum. So that's what I heard. A friend of mine like saw me playing this, and he was like, "Oh, dude, like, what do you know about the White Palace and the Coliseum?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'm not there yet." He's like, "Dude, get ready. That shit's fucking hard." And I'm like, "All right."
Why is it gotta be the White Palace?
Because shut up. Oh, I could use Soul Catcher if I take Quick Heal off. That's a good idea.
Son of a bitch.
kind of,
Minecarts,
like-
man.
I kind of experimented with doing a mage build for a little while, and like it's a cool idea and it's good, but it's like, nah, man, fuck that.
There's some bosses that get kind of fucked up by that, but
Yeah.
it is.
I think it's good for most bosses, because especially eventually you have the upgraded Vengeance Spirit projectile.
Yeah.
Once you have the upgraded version, it does a lot of damage. And if you get the spell twister, yeah, you can deal with lots of
Spell
Damn.
Twister, Shaman Stone, Fluken Nest. That's it. You're-
But yeah, I think it turns the.
It turns it into you shoot out like 6 little worms, but it's really short range. But if you hit with all 6, you do a shit ton of damage. So, yeah, exactly. It's like insanely overpowered, but you got to be really close. I don't know.
This new Windows update like pops up notifications when people post things in Discord. I don't know how I feel about it.
I know how I feel.
I
About
was saying, I know how I feel about it.
that. Yeah.
It's annoying. That's why I close Discord every time I'm done using Discord. I don't want to run it in the background.
Off, right?
Yeah.
Discord settings?
Is it in Discord settings?
So, is anybody else on the hype train about the Bloodstained 8-bit
Yes.
prequel?
Absolutely.
I asked that question because I knew that was going to be Alex's answer.
Yeah. It looks
Or
tight.
Type Windows,
Yeah.
type notification, go to Discord and turn off notifications.
Yeah, it's also a really pleasant surprise because I forgot that was happening, and
I didn't even know it was happening. Yeah. I was
yeah,
like, what?
and I'd already backed the Kickstarter at like a level where that was like very much a thing that was going to
To be
happen for
honest,
me.
That looks better than actual Bloodstained.
No, yeah, absolutely it does. But I'll take both. Like,
Yeah, if people say that it's good, I'll probably play it. Just to kind of
Hopefully, it's a lot like Castlevania.
It certainly seems like that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
too much of it.
I took a poll on Twitter today and found out that apparently Rondo of Blood is the favored classic Castlevania, followed by Castlevania 4,
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
followed by Castlevania 3, which I think is weird.
Yeah, 4 ain't that good.
I thought everybody hated 4, but apparently people.
No,
like it.
no. I thought everybody loved 4, and yeah, I had historically thought everybody loved 4, and then I felt like the worm was kind of turning on that, and it turns out I was wrong. That no, people still love 4.
I think everybody loved 4 because they didn't know Rondo of Blood existed.
Yeah, right.
And then once the PSP version came out, and there were better emulators and stuff, and people actually played Rondo of Blood, because this is how it was for me. It's like, oh yeah, this is actually probably the best of those early Castlevania games.
All Castlevania.
Yeah.
The best of all Castlevania games?
Yeah, I'd buy that.
Yeah.
That one, or Symphony of the Night, or Aria of Sorrow, Castlevania 3.
If I didn't have to draw those bullshit glyphs, maybe.
Yep, those disqualify it from me.
No one can, but it's such a minor part of the game. Like,
Except when you have to fight the end of Dracula like 3 times in a row because you can't draw the goddamn glyph in time.
yeah, dude. Well, I'm sorry, you're bad. Like, I don't know.
That's why you put Alien and stuff.
Get good, scrub.
I can't wait till you guys get to realizing that Hollow Knight is such a great get good.
Is there?
Yeah. But seriously, it also sucks in Aria of Sorrow to have to constantly pause the game and switch out your souls. So just the fact that you have 2 sets of
Yeah, you have the two builds. Yeah, I guess.
is a better game.
I also think the castle map is slightly better in Aria, but I haven't played either of them in a while, so I could change my
I just
mind
played
on that.
Aria not that long ago. And it's still pretty
Well, I have no doubt about that. I'm just saying with regards to if it's better or not as good as Dawn.
I need to play Dawn. I need to play Aria again.
Or if Konami did something that they changed.
They won't.
The Xbox 360
won't.
Castlevania on PC.
They're making that new one now on the phone, like that looks shitty.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or if they put the good one on Steam.
If they put the good one on Steam, the multiplayer one, I would definitely play that game again because that game was really fun. We played some of that and 2 years ago during Extra Life, and it was still pretty fun. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was. I still think it's weird that people like. And then somebody pointed out like, oh well, 4 is like the easiest one, and so I was like, well, maybe that's why people like it, is because like it is the easiest one. So maybe, you know, it's just people dig it because it's more accessible, for lack of a better word, than like 3, because 3 is like, even the Japanese version of 3 is like pretty fucking demanding of your skill set.
That's not like it's still a really good game.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I don't dislike 4. I'm just surprised that people like it more than Bloodlines and Rondo and 3, and like it's so weird, and I like the 8-directional whipping and stuff, but I don't know, I feel like the level designs are really, really in service of like, hey, let's show off what this new piece of hardware can do.
Yeah, and some of that shit's really cool, so it ain't an issue.
But I think some of the level designs suffer because of it, right? Like they're more concerned about like, how can we do this rotating hallway effect more than like, is this actually fun?
It's both.
I got a new figurine in the shop.
Spin that room around, baby. Spin it back around. I don't like. Yeah, that's whatever. That game was fine. It's good. It's just not. It ain't Rondo. It's not as
Right.
good as Castlevania 3.
It's better than the Super Nintendo version of Rondo, though, because that game
That
is
Dracula X or
not very
whatever.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that game is really. That's like the worst parts of Rondo and the old Castlevania games rolled into one.
Yeah. Right.
It's very slow and very not very boring to play.
I think it's fine. That's like the best thing I can say about it.
Well, dude, that's way too generous.
Well, I'm a nice guy. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
In the, let's say, I would say that from what I've played of it, I would say that in the grand scale of platform video games, it's fine. But in that series, it's pretty low on the ranking system.
Yeah.
List, whatever.
Yeah,
If I was
that
ranking
sounds
those
right.
games, it would be near the bottom. How's that? Instead of me trying to.
That sounds like the proper assessment of that game. Is that, yes, it's totally a fine game on its own, but in the pantheon of Castlevania games, you can do better.
Draculax.
That's what Dracula uses when he can't poop. He takes Draculax.
Oh wait, I saw something that made me think of you today, Mike. They're making a version of Flashback for the Switch.
I saw that too, and I thought it was weird.
I think it's weird also. Yeah.
And my first... that was my first and foremost concern, but no, I think it's actually the original. But I don't know which like if they're porting the Sega CD version or the Super Nintendo version. It comes with the Super Nintendo like shell, apparently, like the special edition does. So that makes me think it's a port of the Super NES version. But
It's like a game.
it's like a special case that looks like it's like a steel book that looks like a Super NES cartridge. Which, I mean, the Genesis version is the original and sort of is the best version. Like the Super Nintendo version, is it? Is it really?
It plays better frame rate than
Right. So does the Genesis version.
this.
Yes.
Well,
I mean, the PC version might be. I don't know. I'm just hoping that they don't.
it probably plays at 640 by 480.
Really? Even in 1993 or whenever that came out? You think so?
640 by 480 has been around forever.
I guess. I don't know. I'd be curious about if that's
No,
the case.
I
But
actually think I still have my copy of the instruction manual for that game, just so that if I really want to go back and play it on DOSBox, I'll be able to get past the copy.
I think. Okay. Does it come with the same like dope Marvel comic as the Sega Genesis manual had?
Yeah, the instruction manual is the only part that I keep because I'm not like super big on keeping game boxes in general.
Right, but I'm saying the manual had like it teaches you to play like by way of a comic book, basically.
I don't think so. I have to find it.
No. Oh.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to. So like we were talking about playing some Gears 4 Horde mode maybe, and also doing some the Gears MOBA. Dota 2.
Oh Jesus.
And also the what the hell is the pirate game?
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. Honestly, the thing I'm most like want to sign up for the Game for Gold trial is I want to play some State of Decay 2, which is available. I kind of want to give that a shot. Definitely seems like more management sim than anything, but
Except that it's a third person.
yeah, zombie game.
Zombie management sim.
Yeah.
Duh.
I think I'm gonna try and play some of that actually when we decide to pull the trigger on that. Good work, Mike. You could upload the game like a 1-hour gameplay.
The answer really is to just go WebM.
Yeah, that's a thing you can use. It's just a better.
What's up, Hornet? I haven't seen you in like 12 hours. Probably longer.
Yeah, I know where you are too. That's pretty much where I stopped playing the game.
You're inside the house. Sorry.
It's the Alex under the stairs.
That's right. When Alex calls.
You gotta finish that game. You're killing me.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I was gonna say, I feel like if it hasn't happened, it's not gonna happen.
Just get sick like I did, because that's like, I was like, yeah, I'll play this a little bit, and then yesterday and today I was sick, and I'm just like, I can't stop.
That's what I used to do. I started my most recent replay, I think, when I was sick.
See, that's the key. You know what? And this game's all about like, you know, like fucking like the infection, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, man.
Thematically appropriate.
Yeah.
Stop bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Sickness bugs.
I love bugs.
I fucking hate bugs. Going back
No,
to
I
the
don't
Team
love
Nest
bugs.
was not as bad when I had an upgraded weapon. I was like, oh, all right.
Why'd you
Fuck.
go back there?
I don't care.
I had to go back there too. I don't remember why.
None of your business,
I'd go back
Mike.
there again.
There's at least one or two things that you unlock there when you get new powers. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I hadn't fully explored it, and then I missed the tram pass the first time, and then I still need to go back there to fight Nosk, but I don't want to. Because
Nos doesn't want to fight you either, man.
no, he does. That's his whole deal.
Oh, is it?
Talk about what you don't know about.
But there is that whole secret spot.
Keep Nas's name out your mouth, son.
Yeah, there's like a spot where you can stand and heal and he doesn't get hurt or something, right? Yeah.
But you don't need him unless you're gonna get the fully upgraded nail.
I'm definitely gonna do that. Yeah, there's no way I'm not gonna be the strongest. Like that's how games work. I'm gonna get everything in this.
Unless you're trying to do it in such a way where you're not the strongest,
Yeah.
so that you can brag about it. Because then, like in a meta way, you are the strongest.
Right.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna say that, you know, I don't, like, I think I've made my feelings about Donkey Kong Country games in a historical context, like, pretty well known. They're not very good.
Donkey Kong Country 1's okay, Donkey Kong Country 2 was great, and Donkey Kong Country 3 was pretty bad.
So those are Eric's feelings on Donkey Kong Country. My feelings are that Donkey Kong Country 1 and 3 are not very good. Donkey Kong Country 2 is, like, fine, I guess. But overall, I'm not really that enthused. So this is probably...
How do you feel about Donkey Kong Country 64?
Donkey Kong 64... Of all of those that I don't like on the N64, like both the Banjo games, which I don't like, and that's the one I think I don't like the most.
Have you played Tonic Trouble?
No, I've not played Tonic Trouble.
Have you played Buck Bumble?
Buck Bumble is not a platformer, isn't it? Isn't that like a 3D shootery kind of, like it's
Have you listened to the
mascotty?
theme
but-
song for Buck Bumble?
Have you tried
Not
saying
today.
Buck Bumble 5 times fast?
No, should I?
Have you heard the Buck Bumble theme song?
Yeah,
It's the
seriously.
Super Mario World theme.
Seriously, have you heard the Buck Bumble theme song?
No, I don't think so.
Jesus Christ.
Like this is some essential experience that hearing the Buck Bumble theme song. Everybody's done it, man. How have you not heard the Buck Bumble theme song? But I would say this is probably the best Donkey Kong Country. Based on... I haven't played the
Donkey
first
Kong Country
Returns.
I haven't played this one, but
Like, I will probably play more of this. Shit.
Is it wrong that I kind of like this?
what's that? The Buck Bumble theme song, or is that the Mario World one?
It's just the Buck Bumble theme song.
It's great.
Is that a dance hall rap?
I have no idea.
Wow, the Super Mario World mashup is even better.
Okay, game. Here's a gripe, though. The puzzle pieces stay collected, but the Kong letters don't.
Right. Well, it's because the Kong letters I think are actually valuable.
Oh, is that why?
Well,
Okay.
because I mean, like they want you to get all of those in one run through the level, I think. But that's the challenge isn't finding the Kong letters; it's collecting them all without dying.
Oh, fuck. There were... two of those windmill things did not have platforms on them. I'm going to shut the stream down after I finish this level, but I am going to finish this level. Damn it.
You should listen to the Buck Bumble theme.
Sure. I'll make sure to do that. Damn.
Or when I upload a gift to Ingers, it says, "Huzzah, your post has been shared to the community," and that's like a Game Story reference.
Ah,
Aww.
Is it?
Sharing please quit 59 minutes. I have so much love to give, Inger.
marked by King's brand. Cool. Oh, I can go to the Abyss now, right? I'm fucking Artorias. We're like dating.
Artorias.
I did it. I finished the level.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But I missed 2 of the Kong letters, so I'm gonna have to play it again at some point. But not right now. I think I'm supposed to listen to the Buck Bumble theme song apparently. So I'm gonna do it with the pumpkin dancing because I mean, who doesn't love the dancing pumpkin guy?
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumble.
How much better would Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze be if it had the Buck Bumble theme song playing all times?
1,000%, I think.
Yeah, I mean that seems reasonable.
The new retro game is Buck Bumble.
Mike, did you do the like Grim Troop expansion stuff? Okay.
Bump
Is it
to the
okay.
boom, to the bum, to the bass. Get it? Because bum's
Yeah.
like your butt, but it's also like the bumblebee.
Yeah, no, I got it.
You get it?
I got it.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, well, so that's going to be it for us for this week, or for this week's edition of
Join
The
us
Stick
next
After
week
Dark.
When we break down the lyrics to some of the Skull Monkeys.
Here's a little bonus room.
Bop, boop, boop, bop.
And see what he's saying here is that this is a little bonus room. Anyways. So thanks everybody who tuned in. Thanks everybody who, if I put this on YouTube, watches it there. And, all that good stuff. And we'll talk at you next week.
Night, folks.
Bye.